Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be going through a list of cars that I think should be added. What I'm using here is fiveM servers to show the cars, so this is still GTA but it's just modded GTA. A lot of modders work hard to get these cars into fiveM servers, into GTA. I just think it's something we should all enjoy. I'm going to put a list of cars that I think should be added. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and if you've got any cars you think should be added, put them down in the comment section. Enjoy the video. Now the first car on this list is going to be the Nissan Silvia S13. Now in the video here I'm going to show the S13, but what I actually want is something a bit different. So as you all know, when the LG Retro got released, it was 3 different GTRs. So it was the R32, it was the R33 and the R34, and they were all just mixed into one, as you can see by the GTA LG Retro. And I would like to see the same thing with the Silvia. S13, S14 and S15 all merged together, and I want to see what GTA can create, because they actually weirdly do a good job of it. But yeah, I think this whole concept will be really popular in the JDM community. I think it will be a great car to add. There's nothing really similar to that, and it's a wanted car, and it's wanted by the GTA car community for a while, any of the S13, S14, but in this case a mixture would probably look really nice, and that's why I'm adding it to this list. Now this is a car I'm really surprised that's not been added yet. You know, alongside the LG Retro, the Jester Classic, and many other JDM cars, really popular JDM cars that they've added, they've somehow not added the RX-7. And I think it's only one of the JDM kind of legends, if you want to say, that is missing in GTA. We've got a lot of other cars, but we don't have the RX-7 and we don't have the NSX, which is next on this list. Now the BMW M8. This is one of the cars on the list that seems the most unlikely to add. I know this car's really popular in real life, and even people that don't necessarily stick to the BMW brand actually like the look of this car, and that's why I put it on this list, because it looks really nice. And in this case, in this video, the modder, whoever modded this, remember all links to these fiveM servers will be linked in the description if anyone is wondering how to get into the fiveM server. To be honest, that is the main aspect of this one. It's just the looks of the car. I think this would look really nice at GTA, and it's something a bit different. You don't get luxury. I don't know, this one's just one of those that looks good, and it will just look different as well, I guess. Now the new Toyota Supra. I think most of you knew before this video started that this was going to be on the list, and it is. And the reason is, I mean, the popularity of it, the way this car was underestimated when it came out, and how many people like it now. It's just crazy. Never in my lifetime have I seen a car that's been slayed so much before it came out, and then when it was released everyone seemed to like it. The reason I want it in GTA is because we don't have, if I'm not mistaken, we don't have any drift car that is modern. So a new drift car, or is in that sport drifting class, which I do think the new Supra is. I don't know, it would be really nice to see these online. And it will be also a new car that would have a lot of modifications, I can assume. It seems that when GTA comes to new cars and modifications, they're very plain. They're more like carbon skirts and everything. But on this, I'd like to see like a few modifications, a lot of different spoilers, a wide body kit. You know, just what we're seeing right now with the new Supras already. A lot of customizations. I think it's a car that needs to be added. Now the Audi R8 V10 Plus. Now I'm really surprised that this car is not already added. This seems like such a GTA car to be added. If you look at what's been added recently, it's been a lot of supercars and a lot of brand new supercars as well. There's not really a lot of old supercars that have been added, and it's weird to not see the R8, even though there was a 9F, which is the older variant everyone knows. It's weird to not see the V10 Plus. Now, I think this will be very popular in the GTA community. This is a car that looks nice in real life, and I'm pretty sure GTA can make a very nice version of it. Now when I look at the normal 9F, I honestly don't think it looks anything like an R8 except the body style. But I remember when the GTA first came out and it was in the trailer, and you could just easily tell that was the R8. I would like to see GTA do an R8 V10 Plus now, but make it look a lot more like the real life thing, which they are doing with a lot of new cars that they're adding. I think GTA will do a great job of this, and it's something that I want to see in GTA. Now this one isn't particularly the car, but it's the style of car. I would be lying to you if I knew which Toyota this was. There's not really a lot of them in the UK. The main reason I want these cars on the list is because they're chaser builds, and there's only been one chaser build in the whole game, which came out with the game as well, which was the Intruder, where you can add the body kit to make it somewhat look like a chaser. I do understand that it's a very niche requirement, not a lot of people would want it, but I'd like to see it in some sort of drift DLC or something. A lot of chaser cars to be added. The fact that there's only one in the whole game just explains that there needs to be more added. This particular one is just a stock Toyota, and you can actually mod it to make it look like a chaser, which is the same with the Intruder. The Intruder was introduced in GTA 4, and in GTA 5 you can now mod it and add those chaser style bumpers and skirts, which look quite nice. So unfortunately I couldn't find a non-modded version of this car, a non-modified version. This one seems to be like a drift build, a very heavily modified drift build, but that's something I want to see, the NSX. Now we know the new NSX is in the game, and that's called the Jester. The Jester Classic is a Supra for some reason, which it should have been the NSX, and a lot of people were asking why didn't they save that name for the NSX, and I really don't know why. I would love to see the NSX. There's not a lot of classic sports cars in the game. There's not a lot of cars like the NSX, and NSX, a very desirable car, very similar to the RX-7 in the kind of the same JDM fan base that would like the RX-7 also love the NSX, and it is a car that you don't see a lot of anywhere. You don't see it in movies as much, you don't see it anywhere in real life, and it would just be nice to drive an NSX in GTA, or however close, you know, Rockstar can get to an NSX. Now a vehicle I don't know as much about, I don't really know much about modern American muscle cars, but I think the Camaro should be added to the list, and that's nothing to do with demand. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of demand for this car, but we've got the Dominator GTX, which is supposed to be a modern day Mustang. We've got the Hellfire, which is obviously the Challenger, but we don't have a Camaro. It would not be surprising if they add it into the next DLC. I think a lot of the Camaro fan base, they feel missed out, because obviously you've got the other two cars that are very big competitors of this car, and they've not put this car in yet. Now how close they got the Hellfire to the Hellcat is really ridiculous. I really don't understand how Rockstar made it look so much like the Hellcat, and that's something I like to see with this car as well. I think they can make it look a lot different because of the curves on this car. You can make a very different variant of it in GTA. Yeah, the Camaro I think is something a lot of people would like to see. I don't mind it. It's a nice looking car, and it's something that should be added. Thank you so much for watching this video, and just before I end, I want to say that GTA is actually free for PC on the Epic Games Store. I will link this in the description. I've also linked it in the communities tab on my channel. Yeah, it's just free. I mean, I'm just giving you guys a heads up. I don't get anything out of it. It's just a heads up that it's free. And if you guys want to join any car meets or anything, you can join our communities. Remember, this is all free. You don't need to do anything, and you can be a part of our community. PS4 community is Flush Space Family. Xbox One Club is Flush Space Family. Just join the community and be a part of some car meets or something. Hopefully you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.